from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one. Oh, I had to get back up.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Dobbins calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And a cut to, and he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike, fight.
Watch the run.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over first and 10. On first down, Dobbins. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Check 52. It's second and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 37.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 1.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. You go tight. You got tight right there. Go. Check 6.
On third down, Dobbins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Now Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Check.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Dobbins, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Check 15. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Dobbins, and he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now Wilson on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
14, got it. Gun. Hey, alert.
Now Wilson to throw again. Got an open man. It's Rattler.
Got you, boy.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, let's get there. Check 3.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
That's what I do.
On first down, Dobbins. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Dante Fowler in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
14.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the eye.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Stay out. Spot that. Watch it. Kill.
Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And the pressure gets to him again. Dante Fowler racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Third and long. It's Wilson. It got his man complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Zebra. I'll go special. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. They'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They go play action now. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. But quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
36. Slam.
From the gun, Jackson. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Check three.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 17 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wilson will throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. He finds Taylor, complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple. They'll go in the air here on 3rd and 2. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st down, Dobbins. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On 2nd down now. It's Hubbard, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
We got second and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Check it backer, check it backer. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Check. Check out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Dobbins. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They begin this drive with Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Wilson now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught by OBJ. 23 yards, the final tally. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Dances by at the 20, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And that is caught, and the record is his. It's a touchdown. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, he'll get 3 up to midfield. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 4th down. Here's Wilson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Back to throw. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A run for Nick Chubb, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans are close to finishing off this football game. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Tennessee, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.